put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Delaware's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the 1st. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Ellison. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Makes the catch. It's Lofton. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Using his legs, it's Silver. There's a crease. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Blue Hens back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run inside. It's Silver. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fired in there, but incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward.
Makes the grab in their space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete out left to Wilson. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Silver. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass-happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls it in, it's Hutchinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the 1st quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The transfer has it his first carry. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Grab behind the line. It's a 0. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a real...
Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Silver. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Shotgun snap on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Throws to the wideout. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside, it's Silver. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game.
Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Hilltoppers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Toppers! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the 2nd half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Sweet cut there. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Ellison. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Hutchison. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. They'll try to get it through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Nice defensive play to get a hand.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The run inside. It's Silver. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Blue Hens will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Western Kentucky's head coach told me at the half, Coach is understandably frustrated right now. They brought this running back in for big-time performances like this, but he has struggled turning over the ball, trailing here in this game. They have got to get a more steady performance from their running back in this moment. See how he starts the second half, and I'll keep you posted down here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Look out, he's got room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Makes it past the marker. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Silver. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on 4th. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll pull it down. Quick step and go. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Bringing the heat, and down he goes. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Woo! Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Takes it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Blue Hens lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here comes third and short from the 24. This offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They're Here's some room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're under... who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game, of who's winning, who's getting separation on the outside, who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage. This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Allen. Line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Running inside, it's Allen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
What a big stop for this defense in the 2nd half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellison. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the 1st.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The run inside. It's Silver. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Turns it loose deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Punt is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. It'll be third and long. On the run, it's Silver. Maybe some room here. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Touchdown, Blue Hens! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running to Green. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hutchison. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll run the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. So the 3rd down screen just gets torn apart, and they'll get nothing.
And I get it. I get a screen on 3rd down. You're expecting pressure, try to run the screen right behind it, but the defense did a really good job. You could tell they saw it, made a great
picked off. What a play to set him up. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Delaware.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here, quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And we've got a man down, shaken up on the play. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury's not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Running inside, it's Ellison. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Utah Utes and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Utah is turning the page with a new head coach, Morgan Scalley, for the first time in decades. Kyle Whittingham was a longtime coach there, built consistent success, back-to-back Rose Bowls, but by his side was Morgan Scalley, and when I interviewed him, he said, my logo has never changed. He's played at Utah, been an assistant coach at Utah, and will now lead the Utes into a new era. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Utes will kick off first, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Missouri's offense will have first crack at this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking for a man. It's Burns. Got the quick pass. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot, but nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge game.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. The give to Hardy. Here's a little room there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to Hardy on first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got him back on their heels.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Roberts. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Complete on the comeback. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He'll keep it on second down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive. Now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Wayshawn Parker, he has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Offense in an empty set. A designed run for the quarterback. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going. And moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. He will field this in his end zone.